Hello, welcome you all. Today I am going to discuss about motion in 1D. So, first you have to know what is motion and what is 1D. Why not 2D or 3D? Because to understand the motion in 2D, you will need you will need vector chapter, and 3D I will discuss it later. Okay. So for the time being, your first chapter is motion in 1D. So what is when we use motion? যখন আমরা motion কথা ব্যবহার করি, two words is used, that is rest and motion. What is rest? That means স্থির. Motion means চলমান. Okay. Now what is rest? Suppose this is the table and this pen is in rest. Is it in rest? Yes, it is in rest. I am walking. I am in rest or I am in motion. I am in motion. Suppose you are in a train and in the opposite track there is another train. It starts moving. Then you may feel that your train start moving. So is your train actually moving? No, because but with reference to the another train, your train is moving. So there is another two concept. Absolute, that means param or charam, and relative. What is absolute rest? Suppose if you find a system, so here again one term arrives, that is point of reference or maybe system. So when you are in your house, so your house is a system. Any object that lies on table, your chair, table, those are at rest. So for this point of view, that are in rest. But if you take the point of reference as the earth, so the universe, so earth is actually moving. So anything that inside is lies on earth is also moving. So relative to the solar system or universe, we are this pen is moving. But if you consider the system as my own room, this pen is at rest. So anything that is either rest or motion is respective to that point of reference. So and this point of reference is called, suppose it's called a system. So actually everything in this universe is at absolute motion or absolute. Nothing is in absolute motion or absolute rest. That means we have to find a thing in universe that is absolute at rest. If we consider that the sun is at rest, but if you consider the whole galaxy, Milky Way, then the sun is also moving. So you cannot say that anything is at absolute rest. So nothing is at absolute rest. Then nothing is at absolute motion also. That means to that body that is in absolute rest, যে বডিটা অ্যাবসলিউট রেস্টে আছে তার সাপেক্ষে যদি কেউ মোশনে থাকে তাহলে সে অ্যাবসলিউট মোশনে আছে। তাহলে যদি অ্যাবসলিউট মোশনেই কোনো বস্তু রেস্টে কোনো বস্তু না থাকে তাহলে তো অ্যাবসলিউট মোশনও থাকবে না। তাহলে এইখানে এখন অবধি আমরা পাইনি। ইন ফিউচার মেবি দিস ক্যান বি ডিসকভার্ড। সো এভরিথিং ইজ ইন আইদার রিলেটিভ রেস্ট or relative motion. That means if you are standing at a platform, okay, a train is moving, then for this, if you are the system, you are the reference, then this train is moving. And suppose there is a table in the train, so as the train is moving, table is also moving. But if a boy is there in the train, he is also moving in the train, so his point of view is the train. So then this table is not moving. So for this reference, this table is at relative rest but for this point of view, this is at relative motion. This is very, very important concept. It will be required in your vector chapter also. What is your point of reference or what is your system? Now next. So as I told here, you need point of reference. So what is reference system? Generally there are, suppose this is a line. Is it a point of reference? Yes. Suppose this is a line in 1D. This is one dimensional. There is only length only. Suppose this is 0, origin 1, 2, 3 up to infinity, minus 1, minus 2, 2 in minus infinity. So this is my 1D reference. So anything in this direction will be considered as positive movement, and anything in this direction will be in negative direction, and this value will be the magnitude of this movement. Similarly, if we consider a 2D system, that means this is a plane, x, y, this is a plane, this is origin. So anything can be in both directions, positive x, positive y, negative y. That means any in this plane, any movement can be possible. So this movement is 2D. Suppose this is 3D. That means you cannot draw 3D in 2D plane, but you have to visualize it. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is z-axis. So this is what? A plane. This is another plane. This is another plane. So this any point will have any point. Suppose A will have coordinates x, y, z. That means any point can move in x, positive x, positive y, positive z, negative z. Okay. So any movement can be possible. So this is actually nothing but coordinates point. Okay, coordinates, point coordinates, and there are, suppose this is a point is here, so it will be considered as plus 5. Suppose the point is here, it may be considered as 3, 2. Suppose this point is here, it can be say minus 4, 2, 1. Okay. Another thing is there. This is polar coordinates. So what is polar coordinates? Suppose a point is there. So focus this one. If a point is in the system is in 1D, then no need of use of polar coordinates, because পোলার কোঅর্ডিনেটস মে क्या करते हैं देखो পোলার কোঅর্ডিনেটস কি করি ধরো এই পয়েন্টটা আছে আমরা একটা লেন্থ নি r এবং সেই লেন্থটা এই কেনের সাথে কত ডিগ্রি থিটা কোণে আছে এটা তাহলে এর পয়েন্ট হচ্ছে r থিটা কিন্তু এইখানে তো r একটাই r লেন্থ এ তো কোনো অ্যাঙ্গেল করে থাকবে না তাহলে এখানে নো ইউজ অফ পোলার কোঅর্ডিনেটস তো এখানে পোলার কোঅর্ডিনেটস সব তোমরা জানো আশা করি সো ইফ ইট ইজ পোলার কোঅর্ডিনেটস r থিটা then this is how much r cos theta and this is how much r sin theta so xy will be converted to x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta. If xy is given, then how to determine r? Then r will be root over of x square plus y square, and theta will be tan inverse y by x. You know it very well, okay? So xy to r theta and r theta to xy. Suppose in 3D, this is a point, okay? So from origin O, this is the length r. Okay? How is how this r has been how is r obtained? This r is obtained. Suppose first you take r length as this one, r length of this one, and rotate this angle of theta in the positive direction of theta. So that means if this is r, this is how much? So this is suppose this is xyz. Then it have x coordinates of x, this is y coordinates of y, and z coordinate of z. If it is x and this is y, then this is how much? Root over of x square plus y square. Again you take a normal here. So this is a 90 degree. So from this AOD triangle, AO will be what? Root over of this one, that is x square plus y square, that whole square, plus this is how much? Z. This is z and this is root over x plus y square, so it's z square. Again took root over, so this will be x square plus y square plus z square. So this point is actually length is x square plus y square plus z square. R is this one. And how the angle will be measured? Suppose this is theta. So theta will be what? Tan inverse y by x. And after rotating the theta, this one will uplift this angle by this angle. So suppose this angle is phi. You may have difficulty to visualize it, but just try to understand and practice in your home. Okay. So this angle, suppose I get here this one. From this one theta, this is r. So this must be uplifted by this angle. This is phi. So for this phi, hypotenuse is r and base is how much? Root over of x square plus y square. So phi will be nothing but tan inverse root over of x square plus y square divided by root over of x square plus y square plus z square. That means this one divided by this one. Okay, phi is equal to this, and theta is equal to what? Tan inverse y by x. So r theta phi. So its polar coordinates will be r theta phi. If r theta phi is given, then how to determine the x y z? X y z will be nothing but, so suppose this is r, this is phi angle. So the component along the z axis will be how much? Z will be r sin phi. Okay, z ho gaya. Now this one that lies on the xy plane will be r cos theta, cos phi. For that r cos phi, the component along x axis will be r cos phi cos theta. This will be x, and r cos phi has y component of r cos phi sin theta. So this from xyz to r theta phi, and from r theta phi to xyz. Okay. Pause it or you may note it down. Now let's move further. ওকে, তোমাদের 3D যেটা দেখালাম এটা বুঝতে একটু অসুবিধা হতে পারে। সো আই উইল মেক আ সেপারেট ভিডিও হাউ টু কনভার্ট অফ 3D এর পোলার থেকে নরমালে কিভাবে আমরা কনভার্ট করতে হয়, এটা সেপারেট ভিডিও করে দেবো। তোমরা যদি এখন বুঝে নাও পজ করে, বা নেক্সট ভিডিও আই উইল মেক এ সেপারেট ভিডিও ফর দিস টপিকস অনলি। ওকে, নাও সি what is some movements is there, that is rest means what? The body is in rest. And what is motion? That is in motion. So what actually motion is? Now for motion, three things to be remembered. Do three things mathay rakho. One, particle. In this chapter or in these topics, any objects is considered as particle. So what is particle? Suppose you throw a rock upward direction. It reaches this height, it stops, and then it falls down. Okay. Now, but suppose you are playing football and you shoot a free kick. So it may not always follow this normal. This football may not follow the normal motion of particle, because it may dip or it may curve or its shapes may be changed. Suppose this is the ball, its shapes may be this one in some points, so its volume or shape may change. Then it follows some different rule, not this motion. So in this motion, I will consider those objects that for which volume or shape does not change. Okay, আকার ও আকৃতির কোনো চেঞ্জ হবে না, এই বস্তুগুলোকে আমরা পার্টিকেল বলবো বা কণা বলবো, তাদেরই মোশন নিয়ে আমরা ডিসকাস করবো। যদি তোমরা ফুটবলের মোশন নিয়ে ডিসকাস করতে হয়, সেখানে বিভিন্ন রকম ইফেক্ট চলে আসবে, সেটার মোশনটা তখন অন্য ডিসকাস, সেটা তোমরা হায়ার ক্লাসে পড়বে। ওকে, তো সিরিজ। সো যে মোশন যেটা হলো কত রকমের হতে পারে? ট্রান্সলেশন, দ্যাট মিনস চলন, pure just linear motion. That means it may not be linear. একটা বস্তু যদি এরকম থাকে, then after translation it will be here, but to be translation হওয়ার জন্য কি হতে হবে? এখানে যে কোনো একটা পয়েন্ট, এখানে যে কোনো পয়েন্ট, তাহলে পুরো বস্তুটা ট্রান্সলেশন হওয়া, চলন হওয়া মানে এদেরও চলন হওয়া। তাহলে এই পয়েন্টটা এখন পজিশন এইটা, এই পয়েন্টটা এখন পজিশন এইটা। এবার ধরো এই এ পয়েন্ট আর বি পয়েন্ট চলন হওয়ার পর এ ড্যাশ বি ড্যাশ হলো, দেন এ ড্যাশ এন্ড বি বি ড্যাশ উইল বি প্যারালাল। But suppose this is here and after the movement, suppose this is here, but suppose this point change to this point and this point change to this point, so its motion is which this one and its motion is this one. These two are not parallel. That means this object has rotated. এটা ঘুরে গেছে, তাহলে এটা চলন নয়। চলন means what? এটা সবসময় প্যারালাল থাকবে এবং এরা যে আকারে থাকবে এরাও সেই আকারেই থাকবে। তার মানে একটা বস্তু জাস্ট সোজা চলে যাওয়া। যদি এই বস্তুটা গিয়ে এইখানে এইরকম হয়ে যায়, তার মানে এটার শুধুমাত্র চলন হয়নি, এর সাথে এর রোটেশনও হয়ে গেছে। আচ্ছা, এটা হচ্ছে পিওর চলন। পিওর রোটেশন কি? সেকেন্ড, রোটেশন বা ঘূর্ণন। ঘূর্ণনের দুটো প্রিন্সিপাল। ইফ আ বডি ইজ অ্যাট রোটেশন দেয়ার মাস্ট বি সাম অ্যাক্সিস। সাপোজ তোমাদের একটা এরকম বস্তু আছে, then if it is rotating then there must be an axis and every parts of that body rotates at same speed. এমন নয় যে এটা বেশি স্পিডে করছে এটা কম স্পিডে করছে, তাহলে তো এর আকার চেঞ্জ হয়ে যাবে। তাহলে every part of the body rotates at same speed and by a common axis. Okay, so this is rotation, and if you mix these both then you will have mixed motion, মিশ্র গতি। যেমন কি একটা গাড়ির চাকা আছে, this wheel of a car rotates also moves forwards, then it has a translation plus rotation, so it is a mixed type of motion. Okay, so these are some basic things. Now focus to our topics only. Suppose this is 1D, that means, and suppose this is origin, a motion can move in this direction or this direction by some magnitude. So this will be A and this will be minus. Then its position can be plus or minus. So any object that moves must have is a function of t. Why? Because as time advances, যতটা সময় যাবে তার গতি চেঞ্জ হবে, তার মানে তো মোশন। একটা বস্তু এখন এখানে আছে, 2 সেকেন্ড পর এখানে গেল, তার মানে তো তার চলন হলো। তার মানে if a body is in object is in motion, then it have some position at different position at different time. তাহলে এই যে 1D মোশনের টাকে আমরা যে যদি পিক্টোরিয়াল ফর্মে চিত্রের আকারে লিখতে যাই, তাহলে আমাদের কিছু কিছু গ্রাফ মাথায় রাখতে হবে। তাহলে দেখো একটা বস্তু কি ধরলাম, এটা অরিজিন, এই ডিরেকশনে বা এই ডিরেকশনে যেতে পারে। Object can move in this direction or this direction. So to represent its position along the time is represented by a graph. So which axis represent which? What? So this is x, that means position, and this is time t. So this is a xt graph. This is nothing but a xt graph. Xt graph means what? This is 0, that means at time 0 the object is somewhere, at time 1 it is somewhere, at time 2 it is somewhere, at time 3. So this graph will represent the actual position of that object. Okay, suppose this is your home and this is your school. This is 10 kilometer and you are going from home to school and school to home. So for at time 0 you starts at home and you are moving as time increases. So at time 0 your position is at 0, at time 1 your position is at suppose 1, at time 2 your position may be suppose at 2, at time 3 your position may be at time 3. So suppose this is 3 kilometer. So at time 3 you are at school. Now from time 3 to time 5 you are at school, you are learning, you are at class. So between 3 and 5 your movement doesn't change. That means at t is equal to 4 you are at 3 also, at t is equal to 5 you are at 3 also, but after 3 you start moving to your home. So at 6 suppose you are at 2, at 7 suppose you are at 1, and 8 finally you are at home. So its position are this one. So what will the graph look like? This one and this one. Okay, this will be the xt graph, its position along the time. Now see this. You know very well that here two things will be used. One is uniform motion. Let's discuss this later. Here are 2-3 topics. That means distance, displacement, speed, velocity. Distance means durotto, displacement means saron, speed means druti, velocity means beg. Okay, so what is distance? Suppose you are at home, this one, and this is you already know it from class 9, 10, 11. So this is just for the revision, home and school. This is 3 kilometers. So you go from here and again return from here. So its total distance covered is 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. Total displacement is so from 0 it moves along 3 unit in positive direction, then again minus 3 unit in negative direction. So its total actual displacement, average displacement is what? 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. But if you take H to S, displacement is 3. H to H displacement is 3, but in negative direction, that is minus 3. But average means total. In the total course of time, its average displacement is 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. Similarly, speed means what? Distance by time, that is S is equal to Vt and V is equal to what? S by T. So total distance, that means 3 plus 3 6 divided by its time. Velocity. So now velocity is little bit trickier. Velocity means what? Again, velocity is in magnitude wise is same as speed, that is V is equal to S by T, but it is a vector. That means it has a direction. So suppose from this to this time taken is 3 hours. So then its speed is how much? 3 by 3, that means 1 kilometer per hour. And for this one, for this direction, speed, that means druti, is again 3 by 3. And total time is 6 kilometer total distance, and time is 6 hours. That also speed is 1. Now velocity is something different. For this to this, 3 displacement divided by 3 hours, that means 1. For this to this 3 displacement, the 3 displacement in negative direction by 3, that means minus 3. Minus 3 is nothing but 3, magnitude is 3, but in negative direction. Okay, so this is the velocity. So in here in displacement we have 2 terms, that is normal displacement and average displacement, that means for the total time. Similarly, velocity has average velocity, that means for total course of time. And there is one more concept, that is instantaneous velocity or tatkhonik. So what is this? It will require the knowledge of calculus. Okay. Now, to understand the calculus, these things are very basic. Okay. I think you have learned it in class 19 level, so it will be of no problem. Okay. Okay. Now just solve a just basic problem. A car is moving along a straight line OP. It moves from O to P in 18 seconds and return from P to O in 6 seconds. So what is the average velocity? From average velocity in whole, total, O, P and again O. Okay. And what is the average velocity in OP and what is the average velocity in PO. Okay, now see this. To solve this, suppose we don't know the length of OP, suppose it is S. So now, and this is T1 and this is T2. So we have to find the average velocity. Now see here, suppose a body is moving in this along this straight line and the body is moving along the circle. So here the distance covered is same as its displacement. So distance will be same as displacement. If distance is same as displacement, then speed will be same as velocity. But if there is some curvature, suppose actual path is this one, so here distance will be this covered distance, but displacement will be this one, the actual movement. So displacement ये এটা সমান হতেও পারে কিন্তু এর থেকে কম হতে পারে, কারণ এর থেকে ডিসটেন্স কভারটা থেকে জেনারেলি বেশি হবে না। দ্যাট মিন্স ডিসপ্লেসমেন্ট অলওয়েজ লেস দ্যান ইকুয়ালস টু ডিসটেন্স, কভার ডিসটেন্স, জাস্ট ম্যাগনিটিউড only. You cannot compare both this because this is vector and this is scalar. How can we compare? So but the actual magnitude part. So if displacement is less than equal to distance, then velocity is always less than equals to speed. Okay, যদি তার মানে because distance by time is equal to speed and displacement by time is equal to velocity. But for a circular motion, if an object start from here and return here, its covered distance is how much? 2 pi r, but its covered displacement is how much? 0. It starts here and ends here, displacement 0. That means velocity is equal to 0. But this velocity average velocity is 0. That means for total time. But suppose the object was there, then etar ki বেগ ছিল না? Have it not any velocity? Yes, it was. It was the instant velocity. Instant velocity at this point, and velocity direction was along the tangent. That means স্পর্শক বরাবর। তাহলে here it require the concept of instant velocity, instantaneous velocity or তাৎক্ষণিক বেগ. Okay, let's turn to our main problem. So suppose the distance is s. So for this one, velocity was the v1. That means velocity v1 is equal to how much? S by t1. T1 is how much? 80. For return path, velocity was how much? S by t2. T2 is how much? 6. So average velocity will be what? Suppose total distance cover is the s in this direction and s in this direction. So total distance is 2s and total time is how much? t1 plus t2. So this is the average velocity. So this is average velocity. That means for total course of time, so total average velocity is this one. And if you take from t1 is equal to how much? S by v1 and t2 is equal to s by v2. So put here 2s by s by v1 plus s by v2 is equal to, suppose average velocity is v, we consider it as v. We have to determine the v na. So average velocity is v. So total distance is 2s and average velocity is v. So time taken is equal to 2s by v. So time taken is equal to 2s by v. But according to the previous one, time taken is t1 plus t2. So t1 plus t2 is nothing but this total time. So s by v1 plus s by v2 is equal to 2s by v. That means v is equal to nothing but 1 by v, or 2 by v is nothing but 1 by v plus 1 by v2. So if a object so note it down. If a object start from a point and go to a point and return to the original point, for the onward for the first part, its velocity was v1. For the onward journey, return journey, its velocity was v2. Then its average velocity v will be v1 and v2's harmonic mean. You know You may or you may not know harmonic mean. So, but harmonic means what? 2 by V equal to 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2. If you simplify it out, it will be how much? V equal to 2 V1 V2 by V1 plus V2. So, you can put directly the formula. If two velocity are given for both first part and the return journey, then the average velocity of the whole journey is 2 V1 V2 by V1 plus V2. Okay. Now, we left at the instantaneous velocity. So, to understand the instantaneous velocity, first we have to know various graphs. I have discussed about the position graph along the time axis, xt graph. Now, consider different thing. Suppose a point is at, object is at 0 point at 0, at 1 is at 1, at 2 is at 2, at 3 is at 3. So, this type of graph we will obtain. That means, for same time interval, suppose here time interval means what? One time, distance covered is equal to what? This one, 1. Suppose this is 1 unit. For this one, this is also 1, again 1 unit. For if one time units occurs in result in movement of 1 unit, then 2 must be result in 2 unit for this one. If such is the case, যদি এরকম কেস হয় যেখানে একই টাইমের ব্যবধানে একই দূরত্ব যায়, সেই মুভমেন্টকে বলা হয় ইউনিফর্ম. such movement is called uniform motion. That means, suppose, acha, from 0 to 3, time taken is equal to what? 1, 2, 3, 3 seconds. So, in the meanwhile, it covers 3 unit. So, its velocity is how much? 3 by 3, that is 1. Speed is how much? 3 by 3 is equal to 1. So, its velocity remain constant. That is, velocity is equal to 1, that means constant value. It may be 2 or 3. If it is 2, then it 1 it at 2, 2 on 2 it is 4, 6. So, this type of graph will be there. That means, if velocity or speed is constant, that means it covers same type of distance in same similar time interval. It is called uniform motion. And if it is not, then it is called non-uniform motion. Samobeg or asamobeg. Okay. This is two such case. Now, there may be 2-3 different things cases also. Suppose at 0 it is at 2, at 2 it is at 8, at 3 it is at 16. So, for this one change is how much? 2. For this one change is how much? 2, 8 or 16. Change is 8. For this one change is 8, again 8. This is 6 and again 8. So, graph will be what? Non-linear. That means it will not be a straight line. If it is a straight line, then its slope will be same. Slope means tan theta. That means x by t. V is equal to what? X by t, na? So, x by t means is equal to what? Tan inverse x by t means this inclination, and x by t means what? The slope. So, slope will be same for straight line. So, if it is a graph is a straight line. So, from here, two things came out. If a graph is of xt graph, remember, very important, xt graph, if it has a straight line portion, that means this portion is a uniform one. That means here slope is constant, x by t is constant. That means the velocity is constant or speed is constant. So, if there is a straight line, this will be uniform type. This motion will be of uniform type. If it is not a straight line, it has a curve, then it will be a non-uniform. Okay. So, for non-uniform, that means for 0 to 1, 0 থেকে 1 এর মধ্যে distance covered is 2 and time is 1. So, এর মধ্যে time change in distance in unit time is called velocity. So, change হচ্ছে 2, তাহলে x by t হচ্ছে কত? 2. তাহলে এখানে velocity হয়ে গেল 2. Similarly, যদি 1 থেকে 2 এর মধ্যে টাইমের চেঞ্জ কত? 1, কিন্তু এইখানে ডিসটেন্সের চেঞ্জ হচ্ছে 6. তাহলে দেখো 2 থেকে এর মধ্যে velocity হয়ে গেল 6. That means the velocity is not same between 0 to 1 and 1 to 2. So it is so its velocity is not constant. That means it is a non-uniform type of motion. If it is a non-uniform type of motion, there are several types of cases. Suppose this is a xt graph and this is one type such type of graph. 0 to 1, it's the distance changed by 2. That means for 0 to 1, its velocity is 2. For 1 to 2, it's changed from 2 to 6. So it's changed for this change is how much? 4. For 2 to 3, it changes by, suppose it changes to 12. That means distance change by 6. So distance change from 6 to 12. That means distance change is 6. Time is 1. That means for 2 to 3, its velocity is 6. So now see here. First, at when it was at 0, it was at rest. That means v is equal to 0. For 0 to 1, its velocity is 2. Changes for 1 second, its velocity change by 2. For 2 seconds, its velocity change by 6. 4. For 3 seconds, it's changed by 6. Now see this. Now this rate of, so যেটা x এর চেঞ্জের রেট সেটা হচ্ছে ভেলোসিটি। এবার ভেলোসিটি যে চেঞ্জ হচ্ছে সেটা দেখো ইনস্ট্যান্ট 0 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 6. দ্যাট মিন্স রেট অফ x এটাই কি v পাচ্ছিলাম। এবার রেট অফ চেঞ্জ অফ v কি পাবো আমরা কি পাই a পাই। দ্যাট মিন্স অ্যাক্সিলারেশন। সো ফ্রম হিয়ার দ্য কনসেপ্ট অফ অ্যাক্সিলারেশন arises. That means if it is a xt graph at this point for 0 to 1, suppose if we point to another graph, this was xt graph, suppose this is vt graph. That means along the course of time, what is the velocity? At time 0, it was at rest, so its velocity will be how much? 0. At time 1, its velocity is 2. At time 2, its velocity is 4. At time 3, its velocity is 6. So it will be a straight line of time. That means if it is a non-uniform motion and if it is a constant acceleration, that means acceleration is how much? So sorry, vt graph is how much? Velocity is changes by this one. That means at 0, the velocity is 1. At 2, velocity is 4. At 3, velocity is 6. That means velocity is changing, but change of velocity is at constant rate. So this is the xt graph. For this xt graph, the vt graph is like will be like this one. Now here change of rate of change of v is equal to what? Acceleration. So if you put at graph, so at graph में अगर इसको put करें, यदि at graph এটা দেওয়া হয় তাহলে দেখো at v0 it is at 0. So from 0 to 1 it changes by how much? 2. So from 0 to 1 it will change by 2. This is 2. A is 2. For 0 to 1 A is 2. For 1 to 2 again A is 2. Change is at rate 2. For 2 again 2. So A is constant. That means here A is equal to 2. Acceleration is 2. So A will be what? A line parallel to T. That means A is constant. So this concept will be required to visualize the graphs. Okay. Just 2-3 cases. This will be xt, this will be vt, and it will be corresponding at. Suppose my graph is like this one. Suppose my graph is like all type of cases we cover. This line itself. That means for at time 0 it is at 0. For time any time for time n it is at 0. That means it is at rest. It is not at all moving. It is at rest. Suppose if it is not this, suppose the graph is this one. That means at time 0 it is ahead of something. Suppose this is k, but along the time at time n it is also in k. তার মানে ও কিছুটা আগেই ছিল, কিন্তু টাইম যত টাইম যাচ্ছে ও ওইখানেই আছে। That means it is also in rest, but it is in kth position. At time 0 at start it is at k position. So and it remained at k position. That means it is also in rest but at k. Okay. Now take next case. What is this one? This one is nothing but at time 0 it was at 0 and its xt graph is a straight line. That means it follows x is equal to, that means x is equal to what? The so if it is যদি এটার বেগই না থাকে তাহলে তো সরবেই না, তার মানে x যদি হয় t যদি হয় তাহলে আমরা y is equal to mx plus c আকারে সরল রেখা লিখি. We write the straight line equation in this one. Here m is the slope and c is the intercept. So here intercept is how much? 0 and slope is how much? X by t. This is the slope. So x by t is nothing but v. So now my equation will convert to x is equal to vt. So it will observe the x is equal to vt. So x is equal to vt equation will be applied to only for non-uniform motion. Note this one. We cannot use this x is equal to vt equation except the non-uniform motion. That means if it is a non-uniform, we cannot apply x is equal to vt if it is a non-uniform motion. Okay. Now see this. This same straight line can be of 2-3 type. Suppose this is not from the origin. This is like this one. That means at time 0 it starts at k. That means ওটা আগে থেকে k তে আছে, সেখান থেকে ওর লাইনটা স্টার্ট হচ্ছে. দ্যাট মিন্স এখানে কি হবে, ওর বেগটা হবে কিরকম, x ইকুয়াল টু vt প্লাস x0. দ্যাট মিন্স এটার আগেরই পজিশন ছিল x0, তারপর আমি x ইকুয়াল টু vt টা লাগিয়েছি. ওকে, দ্যাট মিন্স দিস ইজ সেম অ্যাজ দিস ওয়ান, বাট অ্যাট t is equal to 0 এটা আমার 0 তে ছিল এবং এটা x0 থেকে স্টার্ট করেছিল. নাও ইটস অ্যানাদার ফর্ম. This one, what it represents? It represents at time t it was at time x0. Along the time যত টাইম আগাচ্ছে its x is decreasing. That means এটা আগে এখানে ছিল x0 তে. Decreasing means what? এটা নেগেটিভ দিকে যাচ্ছে. প্রথমে 5 ছিল, তারপরে 4 হচ্ছে, তারপর 3 হচ্ছে. এর মানেটা কি? This is moving in negative direction. This is moving in negative direction. Okay. But at some rate, so this rate is what? X by t. So x by t is nothing but v. That means its equation will be y is equal to minus x is equal to minus vt plus x0. Its initial position is x0, but this minus v indicates that its slope is negative. The v is negative. That means it is starting from this one and moving backwards. V is negative means what? Velocity is in negative direction. That means the object is moving in negative direction. So its corresponding vt graph will look like, here it is at rest, so it will not move at all. That means its v is equal to 0. Its v is equal to 0. It is not moving, so its vt graph will be what? This one. For this one also it is not moving. For this one, for at 0 it was at rest, and along the time its change of x position changes by constant. That means x by t is constant. That means it is v is constant. V is k. Some value, if it is positive, that means it is if it is positive, suppose it is 0, that means this is positive y. So this is, if this is positive, that means the object is moving in positive direction. If it is negative, then object is moving in negative direction. Okay. Now for this also is the same. At suppose it start at x0, but it is at start it is not actually, it was actually in rest. So similarly for this also equation will be like this one, and for negative v, this one. For this one is negative v, that means it is moving in negative direction. Okay. Now for this vt, for xt this one is a vt, and for this vt at will be what? At means what? This one is a and this one is t. At will be what? Here at t is equal to 0, a is equal to 0, and t is equal to n, a is equal to 0. That means this axis itself. For this one, here change is of how much? At t, this is suppose 2. At t is equal to 3, it is also at 2. At t is equal to m, this is also at 2. That means there is no change. There is no change means there is no acceleration. That means a is equal to 0. So a is equal to 0 means what? This axis. Similarly, a is equal to 0 means this axis. For these cases, corresponding vt and corresponding at graph will look like this. Now take another example. Okay, we are stopping here, and যেটুকু এখন বোঝালাম, the things we have discussed till now is very basic, and you may have this xt graph, at graph, ut graph, you may have heard it previously, or this may be new. And so in next video we'll continue from here. So to summarize, I have told you the what is movement, displacement, what is distance, what is velocity, what is speed, uniform motion, non-uniform motion, and what is actually velocity, what is the rate of change of displacement, and is velocity rate of the change of velocity is what is acceleration. So I have told you the constant uniform motions graph will look like this one. But to continue with the next part, I will continue with the non-uniform motion. So just to have a hint, let's look here. Suppose it's if xt graph will look like this straight line, then its vt graph look like a straight line but parallel to t graph, and its at is x-axis itself. Similarly, if it is a non-uniform motion, then its rate of change is not by same, that means there will have a curve. So curve can be possible. So there are 4 curve possible. This one, this one, this one, and this one. I'll continue from this 4 graph. Okay, that's it, friend, and have a nice day.